Ja, hallo zusammen, es geht wieder los. Der FC Bayern startet in die neue UEFA Champions League Saison morgen Abend in der Arena gegen den FC Chelsea. Herzlich willkommen zur Medienrunde dazu, Teil 1, heute mit Harry Kane. Hi Harry.
Hallo.
Und euch natürlich zusammen. Fangen wir gleich an. Die erste Frage, wo ist das Mikrofon? Vincent Schirpke, ganz außen, kurzer Weg für Merkur und TZ.
Hello, Harry.
Hi.
Who do you think is the favorite for the game tomorrow, and on what depends to be successful against Chelsea?
I feel like whenever we play against any team at the Allianz Arena, we back ourselves to beat anyone if we play to our ability. Depending on who's favourites, that's down to you guys to decide and the fans to decide. But of course, we feel confident in the way we're playing right now, and but also we know to beat Chelsea, we have to be at the highest level. They won the Club World Cup. They showed some great performances in that competition, and also in the Premier League. So we expect a tough game. There's some really good individual players, and yeah, this is the start of the Champions League. So it's going to be a great game under the lights in the Allianz Arena.
Dankeschön. Zweite Reihe. Heiko Niederer für die Bild-Zeitung. Ja.
Hello, Harry. How are you?
I'm good.
Uli Hoeneß just said a quite surprising quote saying this year Bayern in the Champions League is a little bit like Hoffenheim. Nobody expects too much from them. What do you think of that? And do you like this like underdog mentality, or is it correct?
I'm not too sure. I think whenever you're at a club like Bayern Munich, there's an expectation to win the best competitions and the Champions League especially. We've done okay in the competition over the last couple of years, but ultimately, if we don't win it, there's always going to be a bit of disappointment. So I wouldn't say that we're underdogs, but you're playing against the best teams in Europe, so there's a lot of hard work from now until hopefully that moment in May or at the start of June. So. Yeah, look, we're right at the start of the competition, so I don't want to think too far ahead about winning or not. It's about progressing first and foremost, trying to get as high up in the league as we can, and that starts with hopefully a victory tomorrow night.
Next one, first row, Stefan Kumberger for Sport 1.
Hi, Harry. After the game against Hamburg, you said the two extra games, the playoff games against Celtic, had an impact on your season, on the season of the team. Could you describe how did you feel at this time with the tough games against Celtic, Frankfurt, and Leverkusen, mentally and physically?
Yeah, I just think it made the February month very difficult, just from both a physical and a mental point of view. Of course, after the game, the aim is to get to the top 8. It doesn't make or break the Champions League. PSG proved that last year, that you don't have to get to the top 8 to end up going on to win. But yeah, it was just a difficult spell. So when you're playing high-level games, when you're travelling away, and I think we played Celtic and Leverkusen within 3 days of each other, both away. So a lot of travel, a lot of physical demand in tough matches. So. Of course, ideally, we reach the top 8 and we don't have to play the extra games. But ultimately, we did deal with it well last year. And like I said, the eventual winners went through the same path as what we did. So it is a make or break.
Next one, gentleman from the BBC, right?
Yeah. Harry, hi. How are you?
I'm good. You?
Just wanted to talk a little bit about you personally and your form this season and overall at Bayern Munich. 8 goals already in club football in 5 games. At this rate, you'll be reaching 100 goals in a few weeks' time since you've been here at Bayern Munich. I think it's 93 in 101 games so far. That's extraordinary. Did you expect it to go that well?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what I expected, to be honest. I think I always back myself, obviously, to score goals. I've been doing it my whole career. I think moving to a different country, a different league, a different team, there's always an expectation that I put on myself to be able to perform. But yeah, I didn't quite know how well it was going to go. I had to, play well. I had to get into a new team. I had to understand the culture. And from that point of view, I'm really happy with how it's been going so far. Look, I think I've just built on my time here. I think the last 2 seasons the way we play, with the new coach, the style of play I spoke after the game about suiting my style. And I'm just in a confident way right now. Physically I'm in a good place. Mentally, I'm in a really good place. So every game I go into, I feel confident that I'm going to get chances. And if I'm getting chances, I know I'm going to score goals.
Next one row behind, yeah.
Harry, you obviously enjoyed quite a big rivalry with Chelsea during your time at Tottenham. Is that something that adds a bit more to this game for you, facing a Premier League team and maybe trying to hurt them again?
I think the rivalry was a good rivalry we had, especially early on in my Tottenham career, with the kind of that Pochettino era. And we had a lot of tough games, good games against each other. So, I think playing against Premier League opposition, there's always maybe a little bit more expectation around the game. Obviously, maybe the Chelsea fans don't like me as much, and when we play Arsenal, the Arsenal fans don't like me as much. But that makes me want to play better. That motivates me. Look, there's going to be some familiar faces that I played against, some that I play with England. So all those things added, it just brings a little something special around the game. And I think being at the Allianz, having an English team here. As a team, we like to, try and stamp our authority on the game, and we'll try and do that tomorrow. But like I said earlier, we're playing against a very good side, so we have to be at 100%.
We stay in the English corner, yes.
Hi, Harry. You've obviously played a lot with Michael Olise and Cole Palmer, and Michael's obviously quite close to going to Chelsea at one stage. Can you just compare them as players, and what you like most about each of them?
Yeah, two great players, have a lot of similar attributes. I think they both find the space really well. Their forward passing is really good. They see runs, they see through balls, and execute them at a high level. And both of them, score goals. Michael might be a bit more of a wide player sometimes, can play 1v1, use his pace a little bit more, where Cole might like to come into the number 10 position and even as a number 9 and run in behind and finish himself. So, some differences there as well. But, both fantastic players. I'm glad Michael's with us and not with them.
Next one is Mario Krischl for a kicker.
Hi, Harry. Data shows that you have been even more involved in the build-up game this season. Is that something that you planned on doing, or did it just happen?
Probably just happened, actually. I think I might have spoke before, when I'm not playing with Jamal, maybe I like to drop a little bit deeper, because when Jamal's playing, he's amazing at dropping into those spaces and playing 1v1 and creating space and opportunities for others. So maybe that's obviously where Jamal's been injured this season. The game has just demanded me to maybe come a little bit deeper and try and connect. And also I spoke before about, it helps me sometimes to then get chances myself, because if you stay as a number 9, sometimes it's easy to be man-marked and shut out the game a little bit. So if there's times that happens in the game, I like to come and try and connect. I like to try and play balls out wide. And it allows me then to get into the box a little bit later and arrive and get chances that way. So, I wouldn't say it's something we specifically worked on, but I just think different personnel determines, different types in my game.
Vincent Schipke again. Yeah.
Harry, you played here at Bayern Munich and also before for Tottenham, for clubs which rely on consistency. You played with Heung-min Son for so many years. On the other side, there's Chelsea, which gets loads of new players each transfer window. What do you think is better for a team, and how does it affect the team if you get so many new players each summer?
I'm not too sure. I think it's not really my expertise to talk on. Chelsea obviously have brought a lot of players in the last few years, a lot of young players. Sometimes trying to connect those dots are not always easy, because a lot of different personalities, a lot of new faces, even getting to know players, for them to get to know the new club, the new town. There's a lot that goes into moving clubs. So from that point of view, it might be difficult, but also, they're buying some of the best players, young players in the world. So if you find a way for them to work together, they're going to be a great team, hence them winning the club the Club World Cup. So, yeah, from my point of view, I've probably been at clubs where it's more stable, getting to know players a little bit longer and building relationships that way. But, you know, I guess time will tell over the next 10 years or so which way is the best way to go forward.
Back to UK. First row, please. Yeah.
Hi, Harry. You spoke earlier on about how you settled at Bayern. What have you been doing to help Nicolas Jackson settle here, and how has he been looking in training? And do you get the impression that he's hungry to score against his parent club tomorrow night?
Yeah, he's been great so far. I think it was good for him to get the 45 minutes on the weekend. I thought he looked sharp. I thought you know, he had a couple half chances there. In training, he's looked really good. It's not easy coming into a team like us when we're so well drilled, I guess, over the last kind of year and a bit with the coach and the way we press and the way we like to play and the connections. You know, he's still learning that aspect of it, but I said after the game, he shows a lot of qualities. He physically is very strong and fast. And for sure, you know, if he plays tomorrow, he'll be eager to impress. He'll be eager to get his first Bayern Munich goal. But yeah, look, I don't want to put too much pressure on him too soon. He knows he's you know, working his way into the team and the way we like to play. And all I can say is so far he's had a great attitude, and the willingness to learn is the most important thing.
And on the left side, yes, please.
Hi, Harry. Nice to see you. I just wanted to ask a bit more about Cole Palmer. You've sort of seen his rise and spent all that time with him as well in Germany. What have you seen in him? Is he world class, and is he ready for this stage? Because I don't think he's been sort of a main player for a team in the Champions League before, and this will be his first campaign.
Yeah, all I can say he's a great player. You know, I enjoy playing with Cole. Whenever you have a number 10 who can, you know, find through balls, good crosses, good link-up play, can drop deep and play longer balls, can arrive in the box and score goals. I think he has all the attributes to be a world-class player. For me, world-class is when you do it over a period of time, consistently over 5-10 years. But for sure, he's on that path. Yeah, it's been a shame not to, you know, play with him in the last camps. You know, hopefully he stays fit and over the next year, because he's an important player for us with the national team as well. So, yeah, he's going to be a handful tomorrow. We know how he likes to play. You know, stopping him is another thing that we're going to have to get right. But, yeah, hopefully we can keep him quiet tomorrow. But then from an England point of view, the next camps and stuff, he can be in the team and we can start to build a connection leading up to the next summer.
Okay, that's it. Okay, thanks, Harry.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
Cheers.
Yeah.